Yes. Well, listener, today I'm with the Indonesian Tourism and Creative Economy Minister, Bapak Sandiaga Uno, and we will discuss about the situation of tourism in Indonesia, especially during this year 2023, which is shadowed by the global recession. Yes, Pak Sandi. As we know that the world is overwhelmed by the global recession that may have significant impact on Indonesia tourism sector. So, what strategy has the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy prepared to face this situation? Please, Pak Sandi.
The Indonesian economy strengthened with robust growth in 2022. By second quarter of 2022, we have reached 5.3% and continuing the momentum. So the full year, it is expected that Indonesia will post above 5% growth rate. And in the 2023 timeframe, we are also projected to grow above 5%. And it shows that our economy is resilient and the tourism sectors contribute with a massive rebound of the number of foreign tourist arrival. We're continuing to collaborate between various stakeholders in maintaining the strength and recovery of the tourism sector and creative economy, which focus on strategies of quality and sustainability. Another strategies is strengthening the supply chain to empower local products and also to boost domestic tourist capability with a target of around 1.4 billion movement of domestic tourists, with 7.4 million arrival on the optimistic side for the foreign tourist visits. We are also strengthening the domestic ecosystem by revitalizing the destinations and improving the tourist attractions. Also, we improving local human resource competency, strengthening, implementing the inclusive aspects and sustainability within the tourism and creative economy sectors. We're also encouraging the spread and access to finance for micro, small, medium enterprises, and we are facilitating the market development through boosting their marketing by attending or arranging exhibitions and expos. And also for this year, for 2023, we're accelerating the intellectual property rights as a basis of a strategy to empower the local economy.
Yes, Pak Sandi, as you mentioned, there will be about 1.4 billion movements and 7.4 arrivals during 2023. Can you elaborate? So, what's make you so enthusiastic or so certain that there will be 7.4 arrivals of foreign tourists to come to Indonesia in 2023? As I mentioned before, that the world is shadowed by the global recession, Pak Menteri.
Well, thank you for raising it up, Mr. Pane. Three main achievements for 2022 that we will carry as a momentum for 2023 and makes us very optimistic is the 5 super priority destinations, continuing its improvement in connectivity, accessibility, development of physical infrastructures, investment in the areas such as ports, also investments in roads, and strengthening the people-based tourism or community-based tourism within the tourism village. We are also continuing to improve the human capital and institutions. We continue to certify the competency and the entrepreneurship aspects, as well as digitalizations training with reskilling and upskilling of the human capital within the 5 super priority destinations. In addition to that, we are developing and continuing to develop attractions by bringing in international events such as MotoGP in Mandalika in 2022 and also F1 Power Boat Lake Toba in 2023. Last year, we had the opportunity to host a G20 across Indonesia, and this year we're going to do the same for the ASEAN chairmanship. We are also very optimistic because we are seeing increase in the number of flights and availability of seats, both domestic flights and international flights. What makes us very optimistic also is the 5 super priority destinations have attracted a total investment value close to $500 million, increasing employments, opening up opportunity for small medium enterprises, strengthening the supply chain, and also improve the productivity of the people. So all in all, the aspects are wide-ranging, and we are very, very confident that we could achieve the targets.
Yes, Pak Sandi, as you mentioned, that human capital is very important in building our tourism. As I joined a seminar several months ago in 2022, we got from the source person, the speakers at the time, that this is one of our weakness in our tourism sector. Just say, for example, in a hotel or in a restaurant, so how the staff of the hotel or just say staff of the restaurant say, hello, good morning, how are you today? So what sort of, say, courses that we or just say the tourism ministry give to our hotel staffs and restaurant staffs, or even the community surrounding those 5 super priority destinations, Pak Sandi?
Well, all aspects. 360, we are improving their language skills, their communication skills, their knowledge about their tourism products. But more importantly is the sustainability. We have the 5 flagship sustainable tourism programs, and they have to communicate it better with the training that we have been preparing and offering, such as sustainable tourism destinations, that all destinations must include the concept of green destinations, sustainable tourism observatory, meaning that we need to continue to monitor and evaluate how the sustainable tourism practices are being implemented, sustainable tourism certifications. That means whoever going to see the potential foreign tourists or even domestic tourists, they need to be certified to be able to explain what we have there to offer. Nature, culture, how quality and sustainability can be implemented. Sustainable tourism industry. It's also important to get the industry behind this. And last but not least, sustainable tourism management and marketing. Because at the end of the day, we need to market that Indonesia will not just look for the number of visitors, but also the quality and the sustainabilities. And the strategies and program will continue to expand applications of sustainable tourism programs with the calculations of carbon footprint and the offsetting programs, applications of sustainable tourism standards, and working with stakeholders to provide financing schemes. And very importantly, Papane, in destinations, about waste. We need to make sure that waste management are being disciplinedly adhered to by the communities. Indonesia has proudly announced that we are the first country in Southeast Asia which signed its commitment to a net zero emission for the tourism sector. And this is, again, a very highly curated efforts in terms of us moving towards climate positive tourism through decarbonizations and ecotourism. So it's commitment from tourism related business also to join the Glasgow declarations and carbon footprint calculations with the offsetting campaign. So all human capital must be able to communicate this and not just say hello, good morning, but also how Indonesia is differentiating itself in terms of its tourism offering.
Yes, Pak Sandi, just to continue my previous questions. Um, the seminar that I joined in last year also found that one of the points that we still have in 2022 on our tourism sector, I mean the problem in tourism sector is about the flights. For example, maybe people come to Indonesia, but vice versa, there are only limited people who go out of Indonesia. So, how do you assess this in 2023?
Well, we need to take advantage of increased number of flights and availability of seats because we are welcoming our chairmanship to ASEAN in 2023. This will mean, this means it will increase foreign tourist visits to Indonesia, which I earlier mentioned 7.4 million, because there are 10 ASEAN countries, and also there are ASEAN plus Russia, India, China, Korea, and Japan. The meeting of ASEAN leaders will begin with the ASEAN Tourism Forum and TRAFEX, Travel Exchange in Yogyakarta in the early February, whereby the attendees will discuss issues that you already highlighted, which is the limited number of flights, which cause the cost of travel becomes unbearable. So this conference, ASEAN Tourism Forum and TRAFEX, is expected to bring close to 2,000 foreign tourist visits and target cash flow transactions of around $100 million US. So we are quite excited, and with other events such as MICE activities, sports tourism, World Superbike, FIFA World Cup Under 20, World Beach Games in Bali, FIBA World Cup World Championship in September, and many other sports events. We're very, very optimistic that the travel company or the airlines will see the demand and they will add more flights into destinations in Indonesia, and therefore making it more available in terms of the number of seats, and hopefully the airfare will not be too expensive and prohibitive for people to visit Indonesia.
Yes, Pak Sandi, I just want to make sure, did you say $400 million US for 2023?
The number of activations in
the cash flow
in the activities that starts with ASEAN Tourism Forum will reach more than $100 million, and the $400 million would be the range of economic impact that we foresee with the series of events that we will be hosting this year.
Okay. Yes.
Because 2020 last year was 500 million, so I think this year, because it's a lower number of countries participating, but we should target somewhere between 100 to 400 million US dollar.
Okay. Yes, Pak Sandi, since that Indonesia is the chair of the ASEAN Tourism Forum. So, from that 7.4 million foreign arrivals in Indonesia, how many do you expect from the ASEAN countries? We know that, not to mention maybe only Singapore or Malaysia, that we can expect a big number of tourists come to Indonesia.
The number of top five includes Singapore and Malaysia, but then we have India, Australia, the UK, and the US, and now with China opening up, it will see higher contributions from tourists from China.
Okay. Again, Pak Sandi, would you like to elaborate what sort of offers that the Ministry of Tourism provide to foreigners to come to Indonesia during this year ASEAN Tourism Forum? Since many of our listeners is in the Asian regions, South Asia, and the Middle East.
Well, thank you, Voice of Indonesia. I would like to invite more foreign tourist arrival to enjoy wonderful Indonesia. This is a very good year, an optimistic one, and we have prepared events, nature and culture attractions for you to come and visit, and we hope that wonderful Indonesia will give you an enchanting experience, and hopefully we will be able to welcome you as a guest, but when you go home, you're already a family to us. Welcome to wonderful Indonesia. Thank you very much, Pak Pani.
Okay, thank you very much, Pak Sandi. As we expected, that there will be more and more tourists come to Indonesia, especially in our this year 2023 ASEAN Tourism Forum. And I expect we can one day meet face to face, Pak Sandi, not only by Zoom, maybe during our diplomatic forum program in this year.
Looking forward to. Thank you very much, Papane, and see you soon.
Thank you. See you soon. Bye bye.